Hello, my tarot lovers. This is Maje. This is your Tarotpolitan community host. And today we are doing an update on Trump versus Panama, the Panama channel. So we have here Trump and Molino. I'm doing this update because it was really needed. TX actually was the person who asked me to do this update because I wasn't really following up. I'm not from Panama, I'm not from America, so I'm glad that TX have come and say, look, things are happening, can you do an update? And I'm here doing that because when I look at different news and sources about what is happening, it definitely needed an update. Because I speak Spanish and English, I can do research in both languages. And actually, if you look at the news coming from Panama or coming from Hispanic sources, it's very different than what Hegseth brought back to America. So apparently the translation, the transcription and translation of the meeting, the visit of Hegseth, Secretary of State of Defense, to Panama, it wasn't translated correctly. They were missing a lot of things that Molino presidency officials, they don't agree with what USA is saying. Absolutely nothing. The only thing they have agreed with is to have in conjunction annual military trainings. They don't want to have a military base. They don't want to have to give them free pass. They don't want to cut off ties with other nations to do, because the Panama Channel is very important for everybody, not just for USA, but for everybody who want to cross instead of going all the way from Patagonia. Considering all this information, also Donald Trump Jr. has been in Panama. So we are going to look at all these questions and what is going to happen. Is USA going to invade Panama? Because obviously Molino administration, they are not agreeing to have military bases or to let US run the Panama Channel as they want. So say that, let's start by shuffling the cards. Okay, here in the opening, we have the Temperance, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the King of Pentacles. This is all material things. This is all about business, investment, managing, let's say managing market or the economy or something that cross the channel. This is here the main thing. But what is funny is we have a 14, 4, and 4 of the King is 22, a double 2. This can be, in 22 comes a 4, and a 4 represents the Emperor. Obviously, having an Emperor here and having a King here, we have this kind of like, I'm the Emperor and you are just a King, kind of the attitude. It's true that they you know, in the media, online, in the internet, they want to, I think the opening is definitely about USA, but I think they want to come across as, you know, we are well balanced, we're not asking anything, we're not exaggerating, it's what we're asking is in balance. The Four of Pentacles, like I said before, is about business, is about investments, is about, you know, and it is managing all that richness. Definitely manage what is happening, the market in Panama Channel, for sure. Now that we have covered the opening, let's start with the questions. First question is Hegseth. This is the first question. Hegseth visit. How USA saw that visit? So the outcome and the result of that visit. I think Hegseth is definitely lying They lying to USA about the outcome. Here is the moon. They put in it like, oh yes, they have agreed. So we have on Trump's side, after Hegseth visit, we have the moon, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 2 of Cups. Obviously, they don't see this visit as positive as they were expecting to be. But also, the energy of the moon here is more about the lack of clarity or things that doesn't seem real. So they already went to that meeting with the intentions to lie regardless of what is the outcome. And definitely they didn't see this, let's say, visit as positive as they are expecting. But Hegseth is like, oh, but they will agree. You know, he's kind of like coming back to Trump and saying, well, look, they're gonna agree, and the total number is 25, and 25 is 7, and 7 represents the chariot. Claro, the chariot can represent the military body. I would say that for Hegseth is happy to send the militaries there, that's for sure. But it's almost like, no, confident. You know, Hegseth came as confident. I should have get the name of the Panamanian official. I didn't get that. But let's see what they make after this visit. Look, fire, fire. Oh, and we have the 9 of Wands reverse. But somehow it got reverse, but we read the reverse. So we got the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Wands. We got all fire. On Molino's side, they are not happy about this at all. They seen it as a big, massive provocation. Fire can be a provocation. They are strong. They are like saying, wait a minute, you come here to... And they're also giving options. They're not, it's not like they saying no to everything and that's it. They have tried to say, look, we can do this like this. You know, they have given them a couple of options because we have the 3 of Wands here. So probably Molino's officers have said, okay, you come with this idea, but we can do this or that. And I think Molino's government, what they want is a bit of a resolution or something that works for everybody. So nobody is upset. The only thing is, after this visit, I see the Molino officers or the Molino presidency a bit worried about the future. Will be like almost asking how long we could be holding on to the pressures of USA. The 9 of Wands is here and it's in reverse. Normally the 9 of Wands shows like a lack of energy. But in reverse, it's almost like, oof, are we gonna be able to defend ourselves? Are we gonna be able to carry on with this, you know? For how long? They're asking. And 9, 3, and 1 is 13, and 13 is the death. I would say like Molino and his government are stubborn. Let's say they want to keep going, but also they are concerned or worried that USA will invade. Let's see how USA see Hegseth lies, because definitely this visit, when they come back, the translation, it wasn't complete. They dismiss many things from Molino. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know this is risky as well because they are lying. You know, if more USA Americans will learn Spanish, they will understand more what the Panamanians are saying. They are lying, yes, they know, and they are gonna hold on with the lies and whatever, because let's say for them, the results they want to have is what it counts. And we have 10, 20, 30, 32, 5. They don't care. They don't care. They think they are the kings of the mambo, because they believe they are on a higher superior position, or they are higher and superior, and they don't care if there is being lies and there is being manipulation of what was agreed or what was said. They don't care. Now, let's see on the other side what they thought of the omission of a lot of details that happened in that meeting. Okay, we have a lot of fire again. 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords in the future. Okay. They were already, let's say, ready for that or expecting that somehow. It didn't take them by surprise. But they didn't like it at all. It's really they seen it as a provocation, and actually a provocation that is very clumsy. It's very thrown there without consideration of anything. It's like they see themselves in this situation, not in a very good position, not in a very good place, but also it's almost like this lack of diplomacy, this lack of international law. They are like, you know, it creates conflicts. It definitely creates conflict. And also, the Panamanian, obviously, they're not going to trust Hegseth or anyone at Trump's cabinet. The 7 of Swords there is like, I don't trust what you're gonna say in the future. So one thing they have agreed is to have annual, apparently they are annual military trainings, whether in Panama or USA. So how are the USA, you know, are Trump, Hegseth gonna stay happy with that? Oh, the King of Wands. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. No, they're not going to be happy about that at all. They want more. The thing is they have, it's almost like with all these provocations and all these dictations and all these pressures, it's almost like they're doing it in a way to see the reaction, to see what happens. But they're gonna carry on with the provocations. They are definitely gonna carry on with the provocations. And they are a bit concerned, because what they concern, I think USA is financially really down, and they are concerned about their finance. It's almost like they are scared if they don't get hold on the canal, they are on the loose. They are on the loose. They cannot move anymore strategically. How Molino's government is going to carry on? Que Molino's government, they don't want. Look, the Tower, look, more fire. The Knight of Wands, the 6 of Wands, more fire, more fire, more fire. Really, Molino's government are not happy, are boiling hot, fuming of all this. They definitely seen it as a big provocation. They don't want, obviously they don't want a war or be invaded or anything like that. Of course not. But they want to defend themselves. Because either way is absolutely a collapse for them. Either way, the US, you know, from the hard way or the soft way, it could be a collapse in the, let's say, in the Panama economy. Either way. Because obviously when a country is in war or under threat, investors, they run away. This is what happens. So you cannot just rely on one entity. So they will carry on with the trainings. The 6 of Wands is there. They will carry on with the trainings, but I see Molino government with the head high. This is very important. And 16, let's count the total: 16, 20, 27, 28, 29. So the total here is 29, 11, the Justice. I'm still thinking that I think Molino's government is gonna pull some international law or something to kind of like to gain terrain or to gain time. But I have the Justice here, and I think they will be consulting international lawyers about this. I'm pretty sure. Now, will USA invade? Will they go, let's say, on the hard lines? Okay, it's possible because we got a knight, and you know, the knights normally are the warriors. But because we got a Knight of Cups, I don't think it will be a blown up military mission there or anything like that. They want to. They will be happy doing it. But I would say that at least till the summer, I don't think there will be a massive military occupation of Panama. I don't think so. They won't, because the star is like a wish, like something that you want. And the Knight of Cups is still a warrior, a softer one, but I think it's because it's their wishes. This is what they want. They want the Ace of Pentacles, and we have seen it in the opening, the Pentacles, the money, the this, the that. This is what they want, and they want to succeed. For them, for example, for USA, if they manage to bend Panama and Panama Channel for their own interest with the Ace of Pentacles here, is a victory. And it's a victory to show off as well to other countries. So we have to be careful with that. And let's see, if that happens, if they still pressing the Panama government to install military bases in Panama and occupy Panama, how they gonna look the world? This is what I'm saying, international something, I don't know, United Nations, I don't know what they gonna do, but there is something international there. I think the Panama, I don't think we will have another choice that negotiate, to do a lot of negotiations, to negotiate and negotiate and negotiate. And we have, this is very interesting because we got the double 4, and we have the 4, the emperor, no? They are like, we are equals. Double 4, you are an emperor, we are an emperor. And the world is this international thing, but when we count everything, it's 28, 29, 29 is 11, 11 is the justice. We already have a justice here. I think I see Panama, we still have the fire here, so I'm still seeing them like holding on and trying to negotiate as much as possible, but also looking internationally, or even in America, or even in other countries. Now, let's ask Donald Jr. visit to Panama and Chiquili. 7, 16. Okay, we have 7 and 9 is 16. 16 is the tower. The tower goes again to 7. But the tower is also about buildings, real estate, and all that. There is a plan, an illusion, something that Donald Trump Jr. Have an idea, have a vision in his mind of what they want, and have a vision for the long term, actually. And they want to start little by little. Okay, the cups also represent the home. So I would say that this is plans they have to win a state, to build things there, and all this, to benefit them long term, especially with real estate. Now, how Panama is reacting to this visit? They don't like it. So Panama, the 6 of Swords, they knew this was coming. I think they have prepared themselves for this Donald Trump Jr. visit with the 6 of Swords here, but they have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Cups in the future. They definitely don't like this visit at all of Donald, and they have prepared for it. They actually have welcomed Donald Trump Jr. very well. They have welcomed him. Oh, yes, yes. They have said, yes, yes, yes. You know, like kind of like, yes, yes, yes. But not much substance behind that yes. How is Panama is going to do in the next 4 weeks? And we're going to do a 4-week reading. Justice. So the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, we have two nines here, the Empress and Justice. The next couple of weeks is going to be fine. I don't know if there is some national celebrations, some gainings, something that the government and the country itself is going to feel fine. On the third week, we have the Empress, and having the two nines and the Empress, it could be positive. You know, things are moving forward. But they are moving forward because they have a goal with the Justice in the end. And the Justice in the Panama government have been coming up different times. So I think things, at least for the next 4 weeks, are going to be fine. Now, let's say I'm gonna do like a 3-month. And this is funny because I just counted and it's 11 again. 8, 10, 19, 20, 29, 11, the Justice. And having the Justice here in the number 8. So they definitely, at least for the next month or 4 weeks, this legal thing that they're building up, I will say. But let's say in the next 3 months, let's say May, June, and July. And we have 7 of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Lovers. So May seems to be all right. Expectations of growth in Panama. I think things are normal. Then June, there is the Strength. I think, I would say like Panama is resisting whatever happens here. But in May, June, in July, there is an important decision to make. The country has to go through a very important decision. And let me just pull a couple of cards for this decision. Look, the Chariot, we have the Fool, the High Priest, and the Chariot. And the Chariot have come a lot in USA side of the spread, side of the reading. This is a decision about USA. And this is a decision in relation to Trump administration because there is the High Priest, you know, the top guy. I would say that Trump, not just Hegseth, but Trump higher up members of Trump cabinet are gonna still playing foolish with Panama. And they're gonna push them to take a decision that is going to be difficult to refuse. And now let's have a look at anything else that we need to know about Panama and the Trump administration. Okay, the pressures, I think, are gonna carry on. But I would say like there should be some sort of negotiations in the next couple of months. Not just the military training thing that they're gonna still pushing for bases, but what I will say is another treaties for commerce, because the Six of Pentacles is here. Another treaties, new treaties, because there is the Magician. The only thing is either part trust each other. Panama doesn't trust USA, USA doesn't trust Panama. To finalize the reading, TX, how you going to be in Panama when you go home? Well, I don't know if you're a female or a male. The first thing I have is the King of Swords. I think Panama, when you go there, is going to be fine. But I will say that you're gonna hear about the loss of somebody. Maybe that person is not close to you, but that person was close to somebody that you know, or is in connection to some paperwork, something, because we have all swords, or maybe paperwork that you have to resolve, and you're gonna have to be there, and it's going to be a bit of a headache. I don't think you're gonna go there and this is going to escalate what we were discussing, but you have to be careful with the loss of someone, or the loss of a contract or some paperwork that you may have to resolve. That it can give you a bit of headaches because you got the Nine of Swords in the future. And let's see how you can resolve that. But with more swords, a new plan, connecting with people. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. This is people in connections, family, friends. This is very important to understand. There is a new understanding that you have to make through this situation. It's going to be a bit difficult because you're gonna have to be there, like, I don't know if there is an accusation or something that you're gonna have to legally defend, or there is contract, paperwork, things. But I also see you that you can, you know, the way I see it is going, but going a bit uphill. You know, you have to push. So look for support, look for your family, for your contact, for your friends, have fun. And there is things that are going to be difficult when you are there, but think about the other things that they are also wonderful when you go there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And let me know your thoughts about what is happening in Panama, with USA. If you have any questions, please leave these questions just in the comments below, and I will address your question as soon as possible. I read all your comments, I try to respond to all your comments, and I'm happy to do that. Another thing, we have reached 100 subscribers. I'm so happy, I'm all over the moon. So please subscribe to my channel and visit our community posts, because there is a giveaway that I'm doing to celebrate these 100 stars, because you guys are the stars of this reading. Write your name there, where you come from, or from where you see my readings. By the full moon of May, I will let you know who will be the winner, and the winner will receive a personalized tarot reading, up to 10 cards reading, a spread of your choice. It's a reading that I will send it to you via email if you win. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe. Mwah.